What's going on, you bitch made ass niggas, you bitch made ass bitches, you real ass niggas, and you real ass bitches? It's time. Welcome to Crack in the 80s.
Who's ready for some podcast?
Nigga slowed that shit down like Son from Fear Factor.
Right. It's time. Episode 42, the Jackie Robinson episode.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
You guys ready for some podcasting?
The Jackie Rob app. The Jackie app.
The JR episode, the Junior. You know what I mean?
First nigga to play ball. Was he the first best? That's his history, his story. He was the first nigga to swing a bat.
Yeah, first nigga from Brooklyn. I know he not from Brooklyn, y'all. Don't get at me. But first nigga to represent the Brooklyn Dodgers, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And fuck shit up, you know what I mean? First African American to play
I can hear the other team now. You better strike that nigger out.
And you gotta imagine they had a Negro league at that point, so that's exactly what they were saying. You know what I mean?
You better strike that nigger out.
AKA sipping on brews in the House of Blues, the podcast. Bitch.
AKA, I don't care if that nigga slides on the base. That nigger's not safe.
The podcast. Yeah. What's up, niggas? We back. We motherfucking back. Welcome back to the motherfucking show, y'all. We started this. I fuck with that intro. Nice little cool, calm, relaxing intro on some NPR shit at the beginning. Then we turned up on you niggas. Gra. You know what I'm saying? On that real crack in the 80s shit. But welcome back to the show, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, welcome back to the show. It's Crack in the 80s. It's motherfucking Crack in the 80s is your neighborhood's favorite podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's the guys. I'm here. I'm him. I'm 5'2". I'm here with the guys. I'm here with Mars. I'm here with Drugs. We in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? If it's your first time, welcome to the show. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey. If it's your last time, Mars, tell them what they gotta do.
You niggers better get the fuck off the field. Nah, go clear a sample or something, man.
Go clear some samples, man. Go clear some samples if this is your last time, man. We don't need you here, bitch. Bitch!
Biatch.
We got another good episode for them this week, man. Episode motherfucking 42. The Jackie Robinson episode. I like that.
The 42 Doug. Ooh.
42 Doug. Free.
Dugout, baseball, Jackie Robinson. Look how it come around, though.
Oh, you did that right there, my boy.
Yeah.
You did that right there, my boy.
That nigga's smart. Yeah. Thank you, white man.
Shout out 42 Doug, man. Hold your head, my boy. Hold your head, gangster. But
that nigga still locked up?
That nigga still behind the G-wall, man. You see how easy it is?
Nigga's like 4'3".
You see how easy it is to forget about these hip-hop niggas once the industry is done with them and once these niggas go to prison. You don't hear nothing about these niggas. You don't hear no free these niggas. It's just another nigga in prison, man.
Mm-hmm.
Another nigga in prison. But we not some prison niggas. We some regular niggas out here, man. We not regular, but we some regular niggas. We not on that type of shit. Hold your head if that's the life y'all niggas live, man. We on some different shit, man. But how the fuck y'all niggas is doing, man? How was y'all weeks? This is second week of. It's actually the first official week of the new year. But how was y'all last weeks, man?
It was great, man. I didn't do shit. Work, came home. That's it. Slept. Just waking up 5 a.m. shit. No joke.
Ate. You probably ate some food and shit.
I eat when I get home. I had me like a donut and some hot chocolate in the morning. That's about it.
I ain't gonna front. I do the same thing, bro. I barely eat breakfast. It's a bad. I don't want to call it a habit. It is just kind of like a routine that I had, and because my stomach be fucked up in the morning, I can't really eat much. So my first meal don't be till about like 4 or 5 in the afternoon after lunch and shit.
Shit. You waiting too long?
Yeah, I be wild. I mean, I'll have like a snack or something in between there, a little protein bar. Or I might have a a meal replacement shake. But I drink tea first thing in the morning, and that shit'll hold me over till I get whatever else in my stomach. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go. How you doing, my boy Drugs? How you doing, my nigga?
I mean, we good over here, you know, getting blazed like Johnny.
Getting blazed like Johnny, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bravo.
Yeah, man. You know, staying
I'm saying?
positive. You know, staying
Staying
out of
black.
right. Staying out of the fuck shit, man. So
Yeah.
that's how we starting this year off, man.
Fuck shit free this year. You know what? Hell yeah, niggas is fuck shit free this year. All you corny niggas, all you corny motherfucking bitches out there.
Oh shit.
It's over for that shit this year, man. Like, we ain't fucking with none of y'all.
Yeah, I think they felt that one. That was
Yeah, they felt that. The motherfucker listening right now who resonated with that message, you know what I'm saying? That y'all felt that shit in y'all hearts, because y'all know y'all on bullshit right now.
All you lying ass hookers.
You know,
oh shit.
all you scallywags and skeezers out there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
y'all felt that shit in y'all souls.
I think you're hitting the target audience.
Yeah, we building out this niche, you know what I'm saying? This niche audience. But y'all niggas felt that. I mean, this is the thing. Y'all still got time to change, you know what I mean? It's only the first month of the year. You got time to become more of a you got time to become less of a fuck nigga. You got time, man. God is working on all of us. You got time to change. You know what I mean?
God ain't working on some of you niggas. The devil is, though. Devil got y'all niggas in the bag.
Yeah.
Devil got y'all niggas in the headlock, boy.
Yeah.
Noogie,
nigga. Nuggie.
Nigga, give you a wedgie, slap you on your ass. Pow.
Eating Snuggie.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all niggas, though, but let's get back to the love, man. Shout out to our crack fam, our crack rock la familia, the crackheads. Shout out to
Yes,
everybody
sir.
listening, man. And wherever you listening from, niggas be listening in the gym, from work, from school, you know what I'm saying, in the car. Shout out to wherever you listening
How
to
you doing
us.
it? All my single mothers out there bumping while you doing the dishes, and your little Aiden is running around wilding. Your little man's is running around wilding. Your little Joshua's, your little whatever you named that little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all cleaning up the crib and all that shit. Bumping us. You know what I'm saying? Got your booty shorts on and all that. Shout out to y'all, man. We love y'all. Yeah, at the class.
Yeah,
At the Carter. Here at the Carter.
at the Carter. Hell yeah.
Here at the
You
Carter.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We love y'all, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we appreciate all of the hard work y'all put in, man. We know it's hard. We know it's hard, man. We know it's hard for y'all out there. So hopefully we can listen. Pause. Yeah, pause. My bad. Starting off bad already. We appreciate y'all for listening, though, man. Spending y'all time with us. Appreciate all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, where y'all want to start this week, man? I guess. Oh, my week. I ain't get into my week. I watched a lot of motherfucking TV, a lot of film.
What you watch, boy? What you watch?
I watched a couple of things. We gonna talk about it, but I watched motherfucking Barbarian, nigga. I watched Kaleidoscope on Netflix. Actually, let me see. I want to talk about Kaleidoscope a little bit. We're not gonna get into a deep dive, but Kaleidoscope is a new Netflix series where allegedly they say you could watch this shit in any order and still get the story. You know what I'm saying? Me, I don't believe that, because I watched it in order, and every episode is a different color, I believe. So it'll be like episode 1, the white episode, and then it'll say 3 years before the heist. So this show is about a bank heist. It's on some money heist Netflix shit. It stars my boy Gus from Breaking Bad. Let me get my man actual name. I think it's like Juan Carlo something. I'm gonna just say Gus for now. Shout out to you, bro. He's in this shit. A couple of other known actors. It's basically money heist if it was in America. You know what I'm saying? Mastermind puts together a plan, forms his team. But back to the structure of the fucking series, they say you're able to watch this shit in any order and still get the full picture of what the story is telling. You can start from episode 9 and go to episode 3 and then go to episode 1. And allegedly, you're supposed to get the same outcome and same storyline. Now, see, like I said, I watched it in order. And I don't see how you'll be able to do that watching it out of order and make sense of the story. Because I watched it in order and I still don't really understand that shit. You know what I mean? Like one episode will be, like I said, it'll be like 4 days before the heist. And it'll follow the point of view of like a specific character, what they did that day, how it led to them getting into the heist. And then the final episode is the actual heist. I want to rate it. Yeah, I want to wait. Maybe a couple of more y'all listening, y'all the homies, y'all Mars Drugs, y'all could check it out. Maybe we could do a full deep dive. But for what it was, entertainment wise, it kept my attention. But then after a while, after you get past that, you start trying to make sense of what happened. You were like, all right, this don't really make that much sense. But for what it was, I appreciate it. I watched that shit this week. You know what I'm saying? Pretty cool, interesting show. If you know what I'm saying, if you could say that. But what I was saying too, before I got into what I was watching, I was out here this last week just trying to rekindle some old friendships, fellas. You know what I mean? I ran into this person I knew from the past called hip hop. You know what I mean? I was bumping a couple of old blog era and early days of hip hop when that shit was its glory days. You know what I mean? Not even its glory days. I was bumping the blog era rap, 2010 to 2016 and shit. You know what I mean? I was just bumping a lot of that music. This is prior to this era, but I was bumping specifically my nigga Lupe first album, that Food and Liquor.
Oh yes, sir.
That shit is so, it's inspiring, and he was talking that shit that still applies today. It's timeless music. It's like listening to Marvin Gaye in 2023. Shit he talking about back then still going on now, cause
yeah.
I mean we living in cycles. Shit don't really change that much. So that's what I've been on, man. Just trying to get back into that era of the music that actually matters now. Cause music in this era is a little different. I don't want to say it don't matter, but it's different.
I have my artists I fuck with for this new day and age, but other than that, I'm bumping old shit all day. Fuck this new sound. This shit, I don't give a fuck if I sound old. This shit is trash.
Man. Yeah.
I don't blame you, man. Like, this shit is becoming less of an art form, creating music, and it's becoming more of just like work. You know what I mean?
It's becoming trolling.
It's becoming trolling. I say it's becoming work just because the way that it's being created now is so formulaic. It's like niggas is putting spices into a pot and just creating shit just artificially. There's no love going into that pot. You know, Powerpuff Girls, they say it's sugar, spice, and everything nice. They leaving the everything nice out, bro. They just putting the sugar, the spice, they adding a little cayenne, and whatever comes out, they just presenting that shit to niggas. Yo, here you go. That's what you got to eat on for today.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no more love in that shit. It's like, it's real robotic, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they got AIs making music now. They got motherfucking people that are artists that don't work on any part of their creativity for their music. They just get handed some shit and go lay it down because they got a popular fan base. They got traction on social media. They TikTok is lit. I mean, they got eyes on them. So labels nowadays are just giving niggas records. They got a little kit. You know what I'm saying? But shit is, saying that is the reason why I've been just trying to focus on that older. I don't even want to say older, just different era of music. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't old, because it doesn't age. That shit timeless. You know what I mean? It's not from this era. But robots. Speaking about robots, nigga, y'all niggas is ready for the robot takeover? Because I think that shit is happening sooner than we believe, my nigga. Our robot is here.
Man.
Ex Machina? Them niggas is here, boy. Ex Machina is such a fire-ass movie, man. Y'all niggas seen that shit before?
Yeah, I watched that shit. I watched it twice. That shit is fire.
Yeah, I seen it a couple times, but I actually fell asleep watching it, I think yesterday.
Oh, no.
It's a really good movie, though.
Shit is amazing, though. Just robots. When did that movie come out? Probably, I want to say, like, mid-2000, like 2013 maybe?
2015 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
2014 it says here. Yeah, around that. Yeah, makes sense. It's wild just you think about movies that involves robots if you want to go as far back as like Terminator and shit. But that's a different type of robot. I'm talking about artificial intelligence type shit like
Oh,
iRobot, Ex Machina.
I found this out. This is kind of crazy. Akira Toriyama, creator of Dragon Ball, he based the androids off Terminator.
Mm,
Yeah,
really?
crazy.
Where you hear that shit? Like, how you find that out?
That was in I was watching a YouTube video, Geekdom. He was doing some his history on the whole idea of the history of the androids in an interview. Akira Toriyama, said that was what he took interest in because he was a huge James Cameron fan. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
There's always a 6 degrees of separation for everything, bro. Everything is connected in one way or another. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Whether you know about it or not, like it still exists. That connection is still there. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of crazy.
Nah, real talk. But the robots and shit, did y'all seen that story? The world's first robot lawyer is set to take on his first case in like upcoming weeks.
Is a public defender?
Basically, it's nigga like some legal aid type shit. What it is a software. It ain't even like an actual tangible thing that's in the courthouse. So basically, the defendant is going to defend themselves with the help of this AI, and they're going to wear earpiece in the courtroom, and this AI is going to feed them the answers to whatever is being discussed. Now, I mean, they got a listening device on the phone, of course, the microphone, and with your little AirPod in your ear, the lawyer's gonna let you know based off what it hears what the fuck to say. Insane,
Crazy.
bro.
I don't want that nigga defending me. Sorry.
Nah, real talk. If I got a chance to defend myself, I'm gonna do that. I ain't in no case, whether I'm guilty or I'm innocent, am I gonna just go and allow the court to decide my fucking fate, nigga. I'm going to
I'm not gonna allow who's controlling that robot?
Or like exactly. The motherfucking nigga.
Is the robot Jewish? If the robot is Jewish, then maybe we could talk.
Maybe we could talk. Maybe I might
entertain it. Maybe I might entertain it. But if not, I'm going with the human Jews. Okay. Sorry about that.
No bat. Know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Fuck that.
The funny part about this shit, this fucking... So how this shit even came about was a nigga trying to get out of some shit. A nigga trying to get out of paying tickets. This nigga named Joshua Browder in 2015, he launched a company called Do Not Pay. It originally started as like a chat bot. So y'all niggas be on forums, y'all niggas go on a website, you trying to get customer service done. They'll have a chat bot talking to you. He started some shit. He started this company with that in mind. I want to create a chat bot to help consumers. Do Not Pay started as a chat bot designed to provide consumers troubled by late fees or fines with legal advice. 5 years later, 2020, during the pandemic, he transitioned his company into the AI model. You know what I mean? Now the software he has developed has been deemed the world's first robot lawyer. According to New York Post, the product is set to take on its first court case thanks to the help of AI, and is going to be used to assist defendants during legal battles in traffic tickets. And it's just wild to me. He started this shit trying to find loopholes of getting out of paying parking tickets. This nigga was a Stanford University. You know what I mean? He was enrolled in Stanford. So you know this nigga, he was already a smart motherfucker. But he was a 19-year-old, bro. He was just a 19-year-old nigga getting a bunch of tickets and trying to figure out how not to pay them shits. And I'm just like, yo, the origin of that alone is kind of crazy, bro. Like, regular nigga get some tickets, you fucked up, because you're not even fucked up. You just trying to figure out, damn, I don't want to pay this shit. I might go fight this shit. Instead of fighting this shit, this nigga figured out a whole loophole on how not to pay this shit, bro. It's fucking crazy. So what about you, Drugs? Would you let a robot lawyer defend you in court? So like, right now, this shit is just traffic violations and shit. You know what I mean? It ain't no real risk and stakes involved. But we all, as we know, this shit is gonna progress, and this shit might be defending niggas on murder trials in the future.
Right. That would be insane. I'm not with that, bro.
I right now I want to say I'm not with it, but you gotta think, bro. We got iPhones and Siri and all this shit, and Alexa. It's kind of the writing is in stone already. Like, this is what the future is. It's kind of like you kind of gotta just go along with it and not try to fight it. We see throughout history the people that try to fight whatever is the whatever the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean? The one in those positions that call the shots. Whatever they written is already their story, and like whatever they put out there is already being in play. Like, this shit is 10 years down the line. Whatever this AI, I'm pretty sure this was like 10 years in the making. The fucking for him to even be able to do this means the government and shit had this technology already. He just was able to use it for his own. Know what I mean? So it's like better on to just go along with this shit. It's wild. I forgot to show y'all before we potted. It is this AI, because you know we actually got AI that works for crack in the 80's. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas know about a couple of them. We got the homie Craig. I don't know. This is probably breaking the fourth wall. Craig is an AI, y'all. Ta-da! Like, I don't know if y'all know we got AI employees around this bitch at the Crack in the 80's podcast, but there is another AI that is employed here. I'm not gonna shout him out because he doesn't really want to be known by you niggas, but I'm gonna put y'all niggas on afterward. I use this AI to help with this podcast shit, bro. Like, to help with a lot of shit, to be honest. Like, so that's just where the world is going, bro. You gotta. And artificial intelligence now, what I realize, it ain't just what a robot is. What we thought the robots were gonna be like when we were watching Jetsons and shit, like Rosie and all that. A fucking robot maid that just lives with you and goes around. Our robot, they had it wrong. AI is literally just like a fucking mainframe that has answers to whatever you ask it. It's Google, but Google Plus, nigga. Like, this shit is way more advanced. Google will give you an answer to some shit you search. AI will give you an answer and examples, and you know what I mean. It's another level of a technology, bro. Shit is kind of crazy.
They have, speaking of AIs and all that shit, they even have like in a handful of like maybe like another 5 years, they're gonna have like AI trucks.
Oh yeah, that's already a thing, bro. AI fucking tractor trailers and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying in another 5 years, like that shit is about to be like out here.
Oh yeah, nah. Another 5 years, that shit is common. That shit is on the road every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, more and more we see it. They got Domino's robots, like U of H, University of Houston out here. You on that campus. They got robots delivering pizza, bro. I thought that was wild. Like, I'll be driving around that area, and you just see like a legit just robot on the sidewalk delivering a whole pizza, bro. That shit is going to a nigga specific location. The shit pull up, a little hatch opens up, you take your pizza, and that shit go about his business, bro. Shit pull back up to the Domino's.
Niggas getting robbed, fucking with me.
You stupid.
I ain't fucking with no robot on the street, nigga. That shit fuck you up. You seen Terminator? We was just talking about
it. Shit ain't that yet, nigga.
Hey, it's enough. That shit run over your fucking foot, nigga. Scuff your shoes.
Pour some water on that shit. It's over.
Short circuit that nigga.
Yeah, word. Give me the pizza. I'm throwing this bottle of Poland Spring, bitch.
Nigga said, I'm fucking. You got the drip, nigga. You gonna really have the drip, boy.
Word up, nigga. Think I'm fucking playing?
Think I'm some fucking joke?
Diamond, that shit starts so circulation. Diamond house. Get this nigga. You start stomping that shit out on the curb, you heard?
Seeing a nigga stomp out some robots probably is gonna be a funny sight. Cause you know we gonna see the first motherfucking robot get into it with a nigga. We already know that video is coming where a nigga is fighting a robot.
Shouldn't go nigger.
You know it's coming, bro. If
the fuck you call me?
y'all know it's coming, man. Like the people that develop these things, like I mean, you know what I'm saying? That shit is coming, man. It's only a matter of time at this point, bro. It's only a matter of time before we got niggas fighting robots, or before niggas start fucking with a robot. You're gonna see whole relationships with niggas with robots. That shit kind of already exists in certain parts of the world. You know what I mean? Niggas got whole role. Niggas, you remember the movie Her?
Yo, yeah, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. That shit is real, bro. Shit real out here.
I mean, they got the Megan movie coming out too.
What movie?
Megan.
Megan.
What's that? I ain't think I ever heard about that shit.
It's the female Chucky.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I did see that. I did see that. See, I all I seen was like some concept art for it. I don't think I ever actually seen like a trailer or anything like that. But wow, see, that makes sense. Yeah, bro, you see that the robots are here, man. The time of when we were saying, oh, yo, the future is going to have robots and robots going to take our job. They're taking our jobs. That shit is here now. Bro. That shit is here now, bro. That shit is here
South Park
now.
is crazy.
Oh, the Mongolians. The Mongolian. That South Park is classic, bro. Like, shout out to them niggas, man.
Yeah, word.
Megan is actually in theaters now, by the way.
Yeah, it's in theaters right now. Yeah.
I
wonder, when did it come out? It just came out this past weekend?
It came out yesterday, I believe, yeah.
Oh, yeah, horror sci-fi. Yeah, that shit's out now. Trying to see these actors. I don't know any of these motherfuckers.
That's the white girl from Get Out made it.
The white girl from Get Out?
The nigga's girlfriend.
The one, yeah.
Son, shorty from Girls?
Yeah, from Girls, yup.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't that homie from CNN's daughter or some shit? The nigga that got caught lying about being on like a plane during 9/11?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ain't his name Brian Williams? Her name is Williams, right? The daughter?
I'm not sure. That's a crazy fun fact. If that is true.
Let me show you right now. Her name is Allison Williams. Shorty from HBO's Girls. She plays Marnie in Girls.
Right.
Y'all talking about her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With she's from Get Out with Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah, that her dad is Brian Williams. Brian Williams works for CNN. He's a journalist. He's like one of those anchors, not a journalist. He's an anchor on that shit. He lied about let me just get this shit specifically. I believe he got caught lying about being in 9/11. Like he got caught lying about being so he got caught lying about being in a helicopter that had been shot down during the Iraq War. That's where I know that nigga from. While the Iraq War was going on, he still worked. He was working at he was a news anchor. He was working on, I don't remember where he was at that time, but nigga lied about being on a motherfucking helicopter that got shot down, and niggas found him out and was like, yo, bro, that's cap. You lying, nigga. And what happened to him? Nothing, apparently, because y'all niggas didn't even fucking know. Look how that goes. You know what I mean? Look how that goes. The white man, like, nigga, you could lie about whatever, nigga. You'll still have a job by Monday.
Fuck it. He had to do what he had to do to gain that traction.
He gotta hey, they say fake it till you make it. Hey, that nigga he faked it a little bit too hard. You know what I mean?
I fuck with him.
Nigga was a master at faking. You know what's wild?
I shot at a nigga in Iraq. Well, myself. Speaking of devil.
Shit, niggas, see, we niggas don't even know about that shit, bro. See?
I had to blame at a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I heard you actually saved a family out there. If I'm not
saved the family. Yeah, saved the family. And there was a plane coming and I was on the roof of a building. I jumped on the plane, nigga, and stopped them niggas.
Pulled the fucking pilot out the
out the shit. Word. Yup. With a pistol.
I remember that. You see, now that you mention it, is coming back to my memory.
I did all that with a pistol. Crazy.
See, the story I heard you had a kitchen knife.
I had that. I found the pistol on the wing of the plane. Yeah, I had a kitchen knife. Yeah, that's what I saved the family with. I saved the family with the kitchen knife. Mm-hmm.
See, that's That's just you know what I mean? See, I had the wrong information, bro. I was over here I was underappreciating you thinking you just had a kitchen knife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I didn't even know the other part of the story.
Yeah, I did my thing. Shout out to the US, man.
Shout out to the US, shout out to Iraq, you know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to oil.
Shout out to oil.
Shout out to all the weapons of mass destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, word. Saddam Hussein. Shout out.
Shout out Bush.
Dick Cheney. Nigga shot Cheney. Dick Cheney shot his fucking homie in the face, boy.
Is that a bear? No, it's not.
It's your friend, bro. It's wild, speaking about white men in this country. We love y'all, the ones that we love, but the ones that we don't love, y'all know who y'all are too. And y'all know who we talking about, but y'all ever heard of this nigga Bernie Madoff?
Yeah, I heard of the boy. Nigga that made off with all that money. Got booked.
Word. Billions, nigga. That's another case of white men in America getting away with whatever the fuck they want to. He got a new documentary on Netflix that I was checking out. That's another thing I checked out this past week. Without going into too much, y'all know the story, you know what I mean? This one hits home for me specifically because he scammed the owners of the Mets at the time out of mad money, and I'm a Mets fan. And just on some hater shit, I'm gonna be like, yo, that's the reason why we ain't been shit for so many years. You know what I mean? It's because Bernie Madoff fucked them over and they had to rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
It's a good excuse.
Yeah, it's a good excuse, and I'm sticking with it. You know what I'm saying?
As you should.
The documentary, it just explains his story. Long story, less long, shorter version of it. He started on Wall Street, and he was doing some already behind-the-scenes sneaky shit with a couple of people on the side that was already illegal from the jump. But he was able to get away with it. So much so that he made a name for himself for doing this scam and shit. You know, he ran a Ponzi scheme, classic Ponzi scheme, take money from one person to pay another motherfucker. He got so popular because people would invest their money with him, and he was guaranteed to get you like upwards to like 19% return on your investment. So people didn't even know or care how he was doing it. They just knew they could get more money using him. So they just gave him all their bread, their fucking life savings and shit. Fast forward, story came out. The nigga was lying and scamming everybody, and everybody lost their motherfucking money. I think it was like 48 billion or something, bro. Like a lot of fucking bread. But I say he got away with this shit just because nobody questioned this nigga, bro. At the beginning of the fucking doc, it shows his legal advisor tells him, yo, this is something that you could do, but this is not all the way legal. That's how this fucking documentary starts, bro. And then from there, it just shows him ignoring that and continuing and not getting any fucking, nobody saying anything about it. And pretty interesting documentary if you're on that type of shit, though. But I'm trying to be like one of them niggas, basically. I want to be a white man that's able to get a whole business off the ground, lie about some shit, and then when the motherfuckers come for me, I could just pay a nigga off and I'll be good. I don't want to get booked like that nigga Bernie, though, because he went down. That nigga actually went down.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, that shit different. But fellas, let's get into some of these movies we watch, man. Like I said, I watched a lot of movies over this week. I know y'all niggas watch some shit. Which studio y'all want to start with? Like I said, I watched Barbarian, HBO Max. I watched The Menu. I watched a lot of shit, man. BMF is back. I watched BMF first episode of the season 2. Abbott Elementary is back. I didn't watch that though. I'm gonna watch that today with my shorty. But where y'all want to start? What y'all want to start with? Barbarian or The Menu? Which one? Because I know Drugs. I know you didn't see Barbarian, and I know Mars. You didn't see The Menu. I watched both, so we can start with either one.
I want to hear about Barbarian.
I bet. Yo, Mars, you want to talk about this Barbarian shit, my boy?
All right. So the movie starts off with this chick going to this Airbnb, and she pulls up. It's raining outside, right?
Pouring rain.
Pouring rain. We talking. It's raining. Okay. She gets to the door, the key is not there inside like this little lock that was supposed to where it was supposed to be. She's banging, she's banging, she's banging. She hits the owner up. The owner didn't hit her back. Then a nigga answered the door out of nowhere. The crazy amount of knocks. And to my surprise, the audience
Hold
surprise.
real quick, bro. Your mic, bro, is like it's covered up.
How about now?
Yeah, you good, perfect.
To our surprise, it was Bill Skarsgård, my son It. You know what I'm saying?
It.
You know what I'm saying? He was staying there. He also got the Airbnb and he wasn't told that somebody was gonna come. So it kinda, was a little fishy. You know what I'm saying? And you can't trust that nigga. He got it's something about his eyes. You can't trust that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So the whole time
is not trustworthy. He got his forehead dimensions. His forehead is very long, and then his eyes are a little itty bitty, and his nose he doesn't have a trustworthy face.
No, he doesn't at all. And sorry for the yawn, but
and just to add on a little bit more, he rented this property from a different app. She used Airbnb. He used like some shit called HomeAway or something like that.
Yeah. So, they're trying to, figure out what they're gonna do, whether she should, leave or stay or whatever. He not forced her to stay, but he insisted that she stays. He's not gonna be a creep. She can have the bedroom. He'll stay in the living room. You know what I'm saying? He offered her wine a few times. She said no, but then she finally caved in. Cool dude.
And the reason why she couldn't get another room or anything, like, because she tried to get another room, but there was a medical convention in town, so
and it was
everything
too late.
was booked up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that night, I think it's a regular night. You know what I mean? Nothing really weird happened yet. We still watching this nigga because he's a creep ass nigga. He is it. You know what I'm saying? He did kill some little brother. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch it. Yeah, he was living in the sewer. You know what I'm saying? He bit the little girl head off in two.
You gotta watch a nigga living in the sewer, bro.
You can't trust a nigga that played it, period. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust that nigga in real life. And I don't know if you niggas saw The Devil All the Time with him and Tom Holland. He was a wild nigga in that too.
I saw that.
Classic. I love that movie. But anyway, the next day she goes to go check out. She had this like interview with this chick or whatever in the city. And
that was the reason why she was in town. She was in town for that.
No, that morning when she got up, she woke up and realized she was in the middle of Brownsville.
No cap.
Because the night before it was raining and it was dark, so you couldn't see the area.
You didn't know where you were.
You didn't know where you was. We didn't see shit till she got up that morning and realized she was in
fucking abandoned homes around this bitch.
Yeah, she was in hell. She was in Detroit.
She was in Detroit.
Yeah, she was in Detroit. Sorry, Brown. Sorry, Brooklyn.
She was in Detroit. Brownsville, same thing, but this area of motherfucking Detroit was...
If Detroit was in Brownsville. Or if Brownsville was in Detroit. You get it.
The only house on the block that wasn't abandoned was the Airbnb she was staring at, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a little weird for her. But she, this is weird. Usually black people in horror movies, they dip the fuck out. But she stayed. I guess she was black and white. You could tell she got her father's white, her mother's white. So, she got that, she wasn't that scared, but she was
got that white curiosity about her.
Yeah, she got that white curiosity. Yeah, but she black, though.
She's walking into doors that it doesn't need to be.
And she also wanted to suck my son it off. She wanted to give him the pussy. So
after a while, she wanted to give him the pussy. Once
after that wine, yes.
And remember, after she realized the job that she's working for is some shit that he worked on.
Yeah, right.
Coincidentally.
Yeah, they got a thing in common. You know what I'm saying?
Which actually made him more creepier because it was like, of course you would say that.
Right.
You would say that. Of course you would.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But we still thinking this nigga's a creep though. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So that night, he comes back in the crib after his day, come back home to his bitch. You know what I'm saying? Come back home to his biddy and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like a happy couple. You know what I'm saying? They go to sleep. She sleeps in the room. He's sleeping in the living room on the couch. And she closes her door. Right? The door opens up out of nowhere. And then 5 minutes later,
women sleep very softly. She woke up right away.
Right away. Right. Goes and she looks at the nigga in the living room. He start making noises like he's getting raped in his dreams.
Yeah, he making weird ass noises.
Like
boy.
he was in, like, it was weird. It was crazy. She goes check up on him. He goes, "No, I wasn't. What the fuck?" He's like,
He like, bitch, why the fuck you wake me up?
Yeah, why you waking me up, bitch? I'm asleep, bitch. I ain't open your door, bitch. I've been asleep. I'm
you
not
clearly just woke me up, bitch. I did not touch your door.
Right. I ain't no clown, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
You think I'm some fucking joke?
Yeah. So, she goes back to sleep. Now, I forgot how the basement came into play. Or what happened
I forgot that too.
That led them to the... No, she went looking around. She went looking around because the basement door opened on some weird random shit.
Yeah, the white half of her went looking around for sure.
Yeah, the white half of her went looking around. And she's by this wall. And she pulls the rope that's by this wall and the whole door opens. Mm-hmm. This is the next morning, actually. This is the next morning.
Yeah, it's early, it's dark, it's daytime now. And
daytime now.
He's not there because he went for like a run or some shit.
Yeah, he went for a run. She goes, the door, some shit opens, and it's like this long ass fucking like dark hallway in the basement. And she's walking down it. I don't know what possessed her to walk down there.
The white side of her. It was the white side of her, bro. We covered that. You covered it already. Huh?
Yeah. I'm still just in disbelief. She sees a room. Like this. I don't know. It's like a little basement. I don't know what the fuck it was. It wasn't no regular room. But anyway, it was a bloody mattress. And was there a TV in there?
It was a TV, yeah.
It was a TV, and the TV was off. It was a box TV at that. So this is old.
It was a big back TV for sure.
Yeah, word, big back TV, and a bloody bed. And she was just like, bugging the fuck out. The audience is bugging the fuck out too, because it's like, damn, this was down here. What the fuck this nigga? What the fuck this nigga doing? He still. What the fuck is this nigga doing? Get the fuck out, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So she goes. She leaves out.
She's scared as fuck now. She's
scared as fuck now. She's scared as fuck now. Runs out. He comes home. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. Before he comes home, though, when she runs out, remember she runs into like that zombie nigga outside. Like just a random nigga. It's like, hey, you girl, get out of there. Get out of there.
Get out there. Yeah, don't go back in that house, bitch.
Get out of that
house. Get your fine ass. He said, get your fine ass back outside, bitch. Don't go in there, bitch.
Then he comes. We
exaggerated. We ain't say bitch that many times, but that's basically what
that was his sentiment. That's what he meant.
Yeah, that was his sentiment. You crazy bitch! Don't go back in there.
Why the fuck would you be in there, bitch? Get out of there!
Right. They sucking dick. He's killing people in there. It was great.
Word. So then now homie comes back home, right?
He comes back home now, and she tells him about the situation down there in the basement.
She's frantic at this point.
Frantic. He like, nah. He's like, listen, baby, come. I got you. I'm gonna go down there. We're gonna settle this. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? He goes down there. He walks into the situation. Goes into the room. He sees it, but then he notices that there's a door, like after the room.
Mm-hmm.
So he opens the door up and it's stairs. And, he's white, so he's full on curiosity. He's like, oh, stairs down here. What is this? This is new. I didn't know. Dark too. Wasn't like it was like painted with flowers.
That shit was dark.
It was no like signs. It was just dark, and it was them skinny, them steep stairs too. You know what I'm saying? One fuck up
where you can't see what's down there.
Right. One slip up and you gonna fall down them stairs and bust your shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes down there, like a dickhead. He's walking or whatever, and the camera goes back on Shorty. She's listening to him. She's calling for his name, and then he randomly goes, "Help!" He yells out, "Help!
Someone!"
You know what I'm saying? So we know. Come on, we know you it. And the movie. This is why I like that first hour. The movie's real meta. The movie knows that nigga, you can't trust that nigga on film. The movie knows that.
Especially when you're going into like underground shit. Like
the movie is low-key telling you that this nigga is crazy. There's something wrong with this. The movie's telling you that.
I like that point you made for sure about it being meta, because being meta, homie is it just because you recognize his face. Him without the it costume, he still looks like it.
He still looks like it. So the movie is fucking with your mental.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't trust this nigga. This nigga eat kids, bro. This nigga's wild.
And all of a sudden, like, everything that then led up to this, now he's down there asking for help. It's like,
Right. After they have a trust with each other, and you're not trusting her, why you want to go down there, nigga? Trust that bitch, pack your shit and go.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But he insisted. So he's like, help me, and help me. She goes down there because she wants the dick. Okay, that's the only reason why she went. That's the only possible assumption of why she went down there. I gotta save him because I want to fuck him. That was her whole thing. Okay,
I'm in Detroit for the weekend. I'm
in Detroit for the weekend. Right, I'm in Brownsville for the weekend. I may not see this nigga again. Fuck it.
The least I could do is fuck this nigga.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So she go down there. You know what I'm saying? She's walking, and then like boom, he pops up. Help me! And
Someone bit me. He said, someone bit me.
Someone bit me. And she's like, what the fuck? And then some monster shit grabs that nigga and slams his head against the fucking wall. Wow! You like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Got this nigga by the skull. And not just a monster, a naked, old, decrepit, grandma-looking monster with the tits out. Tits hanging.
Tits out. She has some nice tits. She has some nice demonic tits.
Tits hanging, boy. Like,
she has some nice, plump, saggy, demonic tits. Hear me out, fellas. Hear me out. Hear me out. Tits was nice.
No. Saggy tits, boy, and just banging this
saggy,
nigga
but they was voluptuous saggy. There was a voluptuous sag to him.
I didn't look at it like that because at the time I'm looking at the tits, she's smashing this nigga's head into the wall to a pulp. She's beating this nigga to a pulp, boy. Boof. Boof. Nigga head is being pulverized.
Yo.
And just like that, it cuts and it goes to a whole other scene with my nigga AJ Gilbride, Justin Long from Jeepers Creepers. You know what I mean? That nigga, he in his drop top, he riding along the fucking coastline. It looks beautiful. Complete contrast to the last scene. Know what I mean? It went from dark and decrepit, this nigga face getting bashed, to beautiful coastline, driving on the hills. This nigga's on the phone, know what I mean? He on the phone with his agent. He riding. He looking like he living his best life. Get a call from his agent. His agent starts letting him know. At the moment right now, he got like a pilot of a show that he's working on. They just filmed the pilot. You know what I mean? He get a call from his agent. Hey,
you raped that bitch?
Yo, it's not looking good for you, my man. You got some sexual assault allegations. And he's like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, huh? He's like, yo, the shorty that's in question, I put her on the show. What are y'all talking about? They like, yo, man, it's not looking good for you, my boy. They basically calling him to let him know you fired, my nigga. So throughout the conversation, they let him know, hey, yeah, it's not looking good. So he's trying to make claims and going back and forth with them. And they basically let him know, you fired, my boy. Like, it ain't nothing we can do. He's like, yo, this is my show. I made this shit. They like, all that is cool, bro, but you raped this bitch. You out of here. You out. So, you know what I mean? He now he's fucking like, he's discrepit. Like, he's fucking distraught. Turns out he's on his way to the exact same house that old girl and old boy was staying at. Now, I mean, he gets there. Turns out he's a motherfucker that has some relation to the people that he owned the crib or some shit like that. It was his property. He was the owner or some shit like that. So he goes back there and I forget who he's speaking to. He's speaking to someone on the phone and he's like, yo, like, are there people staying here? I see shit in my crib, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, you didn't tell me there was supposed to be people staying here this weekend. So he's on the phone. He discovers all the same shit. He sees the door open. He goes down the stairs, finds Shorty in the darkness. Shorty's like, yo, you got to get me the fuck out of here. You got to get me out of here. And then he's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? At this point, Shorty is already institutionalized. Like, whatever this monster is down there, she is fully with whatever that monster is telling her to do. You know what I mean? Like, the monster is at one point, The monster comes down while both of them are there. The monster puts like a fucking bottle down into the cage that they're both. Oh, well, of course. So once he sees her, the monster comes, grabs them. They both in the cage now. And the monster puts a bottle down. So what it is like a woman, an old woman. The story turns out that it was an old nigga that owned the crib. This nigga was some creepy nigga. He had children and he was having incest and making babies with his children. So then it was just like babies after babies after babies that was just like lines of incest, which created this fucking fucked up creature monster, which eventually turned out to be this fucking old woman that wanted children. You know what I mean? Probably couldn't have children because it was an old incest fucking created creature. So they wanted children. So that's why this fucking house, they were kidnapping people and this monster was trying to make them their babies. So Shorty institutionalized. She drinking the bottle from this fucking old ass scary monster and shit. She telling the nigga, yo, just drink from the bottle, man. Tell me, trust me. This is how we survive. The nigga like, yo, no, get this shit the fuck out of here. I'm not drinking from that nasty ass bottle. It got cobwebs on it. The shit mad dirty. It's breast milk, but in a bottle. And the homie is like, yo, nah, I ain't doing that, man. Fast forward, you know what I mean? They make their way out of there and a bunch of shit happen. Good motherfucking movie, man.
Oh yeah, they ran into the nigga that told bitch to get the fuck, don't go back into their house. Remember they ran.
Oh yeah. When they come out of, so I forget what happened. Somebody pulls up. I think it's the chick pulls back up. Oh yeah, somebody pulls back up, or I forget what happened when the car hits the motherfucking monster bitch. She's pinned to the fucking house. They come out and Shorty is like, yo, she's not there anymore. What the fuck? And then that's when old boy pulls up from earlier and it's like, yo, I stayed down the street right here. I've lived here for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. Black dude, too. Actual black dude. He's living in a house at the end of the street for some reason.
They told to the nigga.
Abandoned block.
And the nigga goes, well, shit, that bitch don't have to fuck with me, nigga. I'll clap at that bitch.
I've been living here for 15 years.
That bitch ain't never ever in her life did fuck with me, nigga. I slapped that bitch. That bitch came right in there and ripped that nigga arm off.
Ripped that nigga almost threw him into a wall.
Yeah.
All type of shit, man. Fuck that nigga up.
Fuck his ass up.
By the way.
And they running up this little like tower shit, factory tower, and I guess the nigga from Jeepers Creepers realized that she wanted Shorty. And she really liked Shorty. And he was like, well, it was at a breaking point where it was them or her.
It was me or you, bitch.
Yep, and that nigga pushed her off the fucking shit, and that monster went and died for that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm trying to see this shit, dog.
That shit hard, boy.
Yeah, and then
cracking an 80's recommendation.
What platform was it on?
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Oh nah, I'm watching that shit right after.
Nah, that shit good movie, man. Barbarian, cracking an 80's recommendation. Y'all go check that out. I mean, we spoiled it already, but if you don't care about spoilers, and we didn't spoil it, like
you ain't spoil shit.
I'm about to say we didn't spoil shit. It's like it's mad shit that happens. Shout out to Georgina Campbell. She fine as fuck. I mean, I don't know if y'all ever seen her in what's that? I seen her in one movie. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head right now.
Shout out to the whole staff, the director, everybody that took part in that. That's a good. I feel like the first hour was classic though. That first hour when she banged that nigga head against the fucking wall, leading up to that was brilliant.
Yeah, that's
because you had no idea. That was a genuine. That was like the scene from Insidious when that nigga was behind Patrick Wilson. Remember that scene? That shit scared the fuck. I don't give a fuck who you was. That shit scared the fuck out you.
That scene is actually, it inspired the movie poster. The shit with the little boy like halfway standing behind. Well, I don't even think he was standing behind anything. It was just like cut off his face type shit with that evil stare.
Yeah.
Definitely inspired that. But cracking 80's recommendation. one of the recommendations this week. Y'all go check that out. HBO Max,
Yes, sir. I
Barbarian.
will.
And now my boy
Wait.
Drugs.
Wait,
Go ahead,
did
go
you
ahead.
do the breakdown on the old white man as to why that bitch was even alive?
Yeah. Word. Basically, she was a copy of a copy of a copy from long lines of incest.
Yeah.
Nasty shit. Like she was created because this old white man. Oh, so the old white man was actually still living in the house. It was his house, and that's why people were like, it was known through the community. Of course, the people that lived there, it was only one dude lived there, and that's probably why the community became abandoned like that. It was for that reason. People knew what was going on in this house, so they was like, yo, nah, we got to get the fuck up out of here.
Do you think the lady that set that shit up, you think she knew about son?
Which lady set it up? I'm trying to remember.
The lady that was hooking him up with the Airbnb. Do you think because he owned the place, but he wasn't like leasing or renting the place out to people.
Yeah,
He was going through an agent.
He just had
You
the
think?
money.
Yeah, right. You think that lady was related to that nigga? Yeah, was related to the old man. I think so.
See, now that you mentioned that, I didn't.
Because she was moving funny towards the end of the movie.
I didn't quite catch that.
She was moving mad funny. She banged the phone up on a nigga.
Yeah, she definitely
was laughing at him, all
nigga.
types of shit. She wasn't answering people's phone calls.
You're right. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, she was setting niggas up.
She could be one of the incest creations.
Yeah, or it could be his actual daughter, some weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Right.
Nah, that shit. Good motherfucking movie though, man. But that takes us into next motherfucking movie that I watched over this week, The Menu on HBO Max.
My boy.
Another HBO Max fucking HBO just don't miss, bro. Like
I kind of stumbled into this one, just like every other thing I stumble into. But apparently this happened to be one of the newer movies.
Yeah, that's what got me. You told me about it, and then I seen it with some new shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give it a chance. So you go ahead and start off the review, my boy. Or do you want me to start it off and you catch on or just tag it?
I kick it off. I mean, it's pretty simple. Leading up to basically when everything starts to happen. So actually when I seen the name of this shit, I'm always the older I get, I think the more interested I am in. We all love food. I think different types of food. We are, to that extent. But I've always had some interest in
culinary arts.
Yeah, culinary arts.
It's different than just food. You know what I mean? It's an art form.
Right. So, I thought it was more of like one of those shows. Like it's like, oh yeah, them newer cooking shows. They traveling around the world, but it's actually a flick where, okay, so like this, it's like a small group of people,
rich motherfuckers,
actually rich, very rich,
select few of people.
Right, they get invited to this island. They transport them on like this small boat and shit like that.
Yacht, a small yacht.
Right.
They had meals on the boat.
Yeah. I forgot about that part.
Word.
But yeah, so they get to the island. You know what I'm saying? It's a smooth looking island.
Shit is mad.
If you ask me though,
shit is weird and it's mad. Like what's the word I'm looking for? Where it's like super far away, not desolate.
It's not even super far away either. Like,
it's kind of like a remote island. It's not far away, but it's like on its own. There's nothing else that's connected to it.
Right.
Ain't nothing else going on this island but what they're there for.
Right. Yeah. So they get there. It's this big ass crib. Some nice looking crib. Looks like a crib, but it's not a crib. I guess it's like more of like a
restaurant,
a palace restaurant or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's literally a palace restaurant on the water.
Right.
Big ass windows.
It's actually hosted. What is it? The Hawthorne. The name of the restaurant is Hawthorne.
Yeah, it's the Hawthorne restaurant with the chef Julian Slowick.
Right. So he happens to be like a famous chef.
Super famous, popular fucking chef. And that was what the whole draw was to come to this island. We got to come try and experience, because it was more of than a restaurant, it was an experience. We got to come experience this guy's menu.
Right. So I think one of the most interesting things about it was, I mean, not to mention John Leguizamo. He's a part of the cast.
Big John.
Who else? It's a couple of other faces where I was like, all right.
Yeah, I'll pull them up right now while you talk about it. Let me pull them up.
Nicholas Hoult. He was in a couple of things that I seen him in.
Nicholas Hoult plays Tyler.
Even Anya Taylor.
Yeah, I'm about to say, even Anya Taylor and Shorty that played Lillian Bloom, the rich lady, Janet McTeer.
Right. That's why you're right. That's where I know her from. Right.
I know her. She's from a lot of shit, bro. Like, she's in Ozark. She's some Wendy, even not Wendy. Yep. She's the mob lady in Ozark.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that kind of caught my eye in the movie.
Wait, before you finish, bro. Sorry. Before you finish, I gotta shout out Shorty that's in it as well. Dominicano mommy, Felicity. I don't know if you know Felicity Lynn. She's like from all of the like Disney movies and shit. She plays Eleanor, the Avalor. She's in Level Up. She's a Disney star. You know what I mean? Disney star that came up.
Oh, you saying that was her name in the movie?
Yeah, no. Her real name is Felicity. No, yeah, not my bad. Her name in the movie.
Because
her name in the movie is Felicity, but her name is Amy Guerrero.
She was John Leguizamo girlfriend.
Yeah. Assistant / side bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that was a cool dynamic too. I like that shit.
Nah, that shit was funny. Dude. I'm telling you, as soon as I seen him in the movie, I was like, bruh, this shit ill. This shit gonna be ill. Mm-hmm. But like I said, this nigga Tyler, Nicholas Hoult, he played Tyler. Mm-hmm. He's the one who he was there with the escort. The escort was Anya Taylor, Margot.
Tyler from Warm Bodies. Remember that zombie movie?
Yeah, I just watched it recently, bro.
Dave Franco loved a zombie movie.
Word.
Yeah.
I forgot that movie.
He my bad, I keep cutting you off, but he's the one that got it's the movie. The movie opens up with him and Margot just talking to each other. She's smoking a cig, and it turns out that she's with him, and they're going to this island.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you notice, Tyler, he was the most relatable.
What's going on. Yeah, he's the
most relatable. Because in this era, like in this time, like on social media, you got the people who like to call themselves the foodies. They like to go. They like to travel to different cities and go try out different restaurants and eat all these different foods because they're so interested. And you know what I'm saying? They're connoisseur of this. I like
that parallel. I like that parallel you made, because this is big money shit, and of course everybody that there has got money, but Shorty, he's there with Margot is literally the only one that is not feeling the bouginess of everything.
Yeah,
everything is bougie, and she not feeling it. She's like, yo, this shit is kind of corny. But
I think everybody kind of hints at not everybody, but like because everybody were different things. Okay, so Janet McTeer, she was the critic, like she was like a food critic. Mm-hmm. So she was everything that they was bringing to the table. She was like, okay, this is this is a very exquisite taste, and all those fucking big ass words.
Her character was very superficial of the environment of where she was. It was like you knew she was there just because. Well, she
belonged there. You can tell.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. So
But like you see the movie at the end, it turns out she didn't really belong there. She was there for a specific reason. Like,
right.
yeah.
Right.
All right.
And that's a very interesting part of the movie that I noticed too. I didn't really, yeah, but but let me get back to Tyler real quick. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Tyler, he was the most standoutish for me for that part. For like I said, the relatable thing. Like
Yeah.
I know a lot of women who they call them or consider themselves in that realm. So it was just kind of interesting. So I kept paying attention to him. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, like what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
He
Like
taking pictures of everything after a while.
taking
After
pictures
they
of
told you,
everything,
after
bro.
they
Like
told you,
he
we don't allow pictures here. He's
loud
sneaking
exactly.
pictures. Nigga sneaking pictures and shit.
Yeah, he's like, you know what I'm saying? She trying to tell a nigga like, yo, like, bro, like what you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? They bringing the fucking plates to them. The shit looking like I don't know what the fuck. They like, where's the food? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what
Like
is
some fancy ass restaurant. Shit's just looking like appetizers, but this is your main course. It's like a fucking piece of lint with a side of like dirt, nigga. It's like, yo, I can't eat this shit.
bruh, this nigga Tyler eating up everything. This nigga's a
That nigga
super fucking
is
fan. This
super
nigga, the
obsessed.
chef, he'd kiss the chef feet if he could, bro. So insane to me, bro. I'm like, why the fuck?
Mesmerized.
The
You're right.
whole time you thinking this guy is on some type of drug, like he's like seriously out of it.
I love the parallel you made to just society nowadays, because that is like you said, that's the perfect representation of that type of person now, like in society now. Like their
Yeah,
whole existence is based off of the internet. You know what I
bro.
mean?
Every character was relatable in a sense to where different type
Yeah.
of people connected, I think.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that's
You're right.
what was so crazy about how the film was like written. It's like you could literally like
You
you
can
could pick
relate.
a person from a table. And it's like that certain I'm pretty sure that type of person in the real world could relate to that. Like, you know what
They
I'm saying? It
exist.
was
That
like,
person exists in the real world.
yeah,
You know
it's
what
like,
it's like? It reminds me is crazy, and this is just me getting more of the metaphor of the movie. It's kind of like, you know how like in high school and you got the different sets of lunch tables and there's different type of people at these tables and shit, but
right,
everybody can relate to it. They got different memes of like, oh, well, which table would you be at? And it shows different like cartoon characters or movie characters at a table. And it's like the jock table, the nerd table, the in between. That's what this shit was. Like everybody, although they weren't like jocks and nerds, they were all rich and of like wealth, but it was a different type of personality trait within that wealth. You know what I mean?
right.
You could identify with somebody that you know that really exists.
Now this cat Julian Slowick, the chef,
The chef.
this guy. First off, when it started to get to him,
He's from Schindler's
this is
List.
yeah, he's from a couple of things.
Yeah, the King's Man. He's from that shit.
Yeah. He's a very good actor, in my opinion. Uh,
Amazing, nigga.
yeah,
Phenomenal.
yeah,
Phenomenal, even.
bro. He has
Captivating, bro.
okay. So the kitchen is souped up. It looks amazing, right? The fucking restaurant, it's like a little window behind them, like not a little window, it's a big ass fucking window. It's a
Or
glass.
the
And you can
wall
see the
or
fucking
windows.
water. Right,
Yeah,
right. It's like
it
an
looks
open
like you're just
view.
literally. It looks like you're in the fucking crown of the Statue of Liberty,
Right.
and all you see around you is just water. But you're in a beautiful ass building, beautiful food.
Not
You know
even
what I
a
mean?
building. It was more home. Like it was like a
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think that was the point of the
yeah.
rest of the food. Like, but he has a bunch of chefs and they're like minions. So my first thought when I was peeping him, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I was thinking. I'm thinking this nigga is like some sort of like fucking like super demon and like
Mm.
these niggas is all cannibals or some shit. Like
You know what? I thought that too. I'm not gonna front. When I read the description, I thought it was on some shit like that too. I'm glad you mentioned that. It did come off like that.
literally. bro, if you look at the chef, how he talk, he's like,
His demeanor is real calm.
Right, welcome. And like you know what I'm saying? And it's insane to me, bro. Like how calm he was. Like that was terrifyingly like, you know what I'm saying? Like that sold the whole film.
It was menacing.
Regardless of everything that was happening, this guy was just like relax.
Kept the same demeanor.
Right. Insane, bro. Like he killed that role. But so they begin to cooking, right? What's the first course?
First course was the island.
So the island.
This was because you remember when they first got off the ship, I mean the yacht or whatever, everybody's getting off, they're being greeted by the host, Elsa. You know what I mean? She's meeting everybody, and everybody that's there is supposed to be there, right? They got booked, they bought a ticket or whatever, they paid their fee, they're supposed to be there. Except for Margot.
Right.
Even when the host meets her, she's like, yo, who are you? Like, you're not supposed to be here. And Tyler lets her know at this same moment, Margot realizes that, oh, I'm a substitute for somebody else that's supposed to be here. And the host realized that as well. And throughout the entire shit,
she turned off immediately.
Yeah, throughout the entire movie, she's turned off and the chef is turned off because they're expecting someone else to be in her place, but it's not, and it's her.
But that's she's turned off for not even knowing what's to come. She's more turned off of, like you said, like it's like okay, well, what the fuck is the big deal that it's me here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what? Like why is? You know what I'm saying? So that's she starts getting that type of vibe. Like she's more curious. Like, all right, nigga,
she already don't want to fuck with this nigga. You could and in turn you could understand why as the movie unfolds. She's just like, yeah, I'm here with you, but like, yeah, I do this type of shit a lot, but why is this so important? Like, what? And of course, all of that shit unfolds as to why it is, but what were we getting at? What did you mention right before that to make me? I forget.
Oh, shit. Damn, I forgot, dog.
Yeah, but so basically, they show up and they realize she's not supposed to be there, and now it's the first that's what we're getting at. The first course is called the island. They're actually on an island, and when they arrive, they see a guy like in the water fishing for shit, and they like, oh yeah. Tyler's like, oh yeah, that's he's actually getting the scallops that we're gonna eat later, and that's the first course. So, first course, you actually think, okay, regular restaurant shit. We seen the guy getting the scallops in the water. These are the scallops. It's presented on this like, it looks like a volcano. At the top of it, this structure is like a really piece of scallop. They got it designed and decorated to look really pretty, but what you're eating is not that much food. It's like a little swallow of food. Pause.
Right. But what the chef told him to do.
Exactly. And adding on to that, Julian, the chef, my man, is like, yo, when you experience this menu, I want you to enjoy this food, but not eat it. Don't just eat. Enjoy this shit.
Yeah, he literally said, don't eat.
Don't eat. I want you to do everything, but don't eat. Experience the flavors, experience, you know what I mean, the different tastes, but don't eat.
So Margot, she looking like, again, like, you know what I'm saying? They showing her, she like, what the fuck does that, like, what does that even mean, bro?
The whole shit is like, nigga, this is a restaurant. You're supposed to be feeding us. What you mean don't eat?
So she's peeping it. That's what I'm saying. Like her, man, crazy, bro. Him and her, like that dynamic of them, they conversations was the most relatable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's trying to kick it to Tyler, like, hey, my nigga, like, what? This is bullshit. Like, where the fuck is the food? Like, I came all the way here. Like, what is this shit? You know what I'm saying? He's
just add some more context. Just add some more. Add a little bit more context, bro. Just the other people that are there. So you got 3 groups of friends: black dude, Asian dude, Filipino-looking type dude, and a Hispanic dude. They're like some tech rich billionaire type niggas.
Work for like super a billion company.
Or they like that type of nigga.
their company was like had some sort of connection with.
That's why they were there. That's how they were able to get there. Because when like shit started going left, they tried to pull the chef aside, like, "Yo, you know who we are, right?" Like,
right,
and they're like, "Yeah, we know, yeah, we know who you are, nigga." It's them, and then we got, like we said Lillian, Janet McTeer's there. She's there with like her manager, who's like her handler, but all he does is enable her. She does a lot of bullshit, and she's a critic that doesn't really, you know what I mean? She be on some bullshit, but instead of him letting her know, like, yo, that's not the right thing to do, he just enables her, so it just makes her bigger in the bullshit that she does. You got John Leguizamo, who's a movie star in the actual film, and he's there with his assistant, aka side piece. So it's different levels of dynamics at all of these different tables and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So continuing on from there, you know what I mean? The first course comes out, regular meal on some fancy shit. They're expecting, okay, we're gonna get some more food next. Next meal comes out, it's like dipping sauce. He goes through this whole beautiful monologue about how this bread that they make there is from this, and it's the perfect amount of bread because it's made like this, and the yeast is like this. But we're not going to serve you this bread. We're going to give you some dipping sauce. And niggas is like, all right, ha, that's a joke. Yeah, this is part of the menu. He's joking with us. Are we going to actually get bread, though? Like, where's the bread? And they don't get no bread.
Nope.
Meal 3 comes, course 3, and shit just goes motherfucking crazy, boy.
Okay, so this is basically the ultimate turn of the restaurant, like the movie. I should say I'm fucking up. The movie, yeah, the whole plot, yeah, the shit just gets real. Everything hits the fan, and that's when you like, oh, okay, that's what the fuck this is.
You strapping your seatbelt in at that time. You like, all right, nigga, click. Let me sit down, nigga.
If you're a fan of dark humor and shit like that, you kind of already get the vibe from jump because it already starts with a bit of a comedic taste, but still like a, like haunted feel. Like it was like as they went to the island and pulled, you know what I'm saying? It was
very haunted, creepy. That's a good point to point out. It's very haunted. It's very haunted. It's satirical. It's funny and creepy all at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got humor in there, but the humor is only because of the dark shit that's going on. But the dark shit is actually like satirical, but it's shot that it is very creepy. It's a great play on all of these emotions, bro.
All right. So now, what does Julian Slowick do for? Oh, also for all the courses that were coming out, he had a story. There was like a backstory that was literally tied to every course.
That was his whole thing. His menu was an experience. It wasn't food.
Right. So
it was a story. And that was why Tyler was so amazed. Like his character, it implied that he knew about this shit. Maybe he did research. He was really into it too. Like very into it. Like on some like nigga. Bro was just captivated with it. So he knew all of the intricate details about it. So he's explaining to Margot every time a new course comes out, he's explaining what happens. And the chef is picking up on this and is like, oh yeah, so huh? Like, shut the fuck up. You're ruining the experience.
Bro, it's so fucking real. Like, I'm going to just pause this just for a second. Let's just think about Tyler just for a second. It's so fucking funny. Whoever's listening to this episode, bro, please, like, I need y'all niggas to go fucking watch this movie and pay attention to Tyler, man, because
his expressions, his demeanor.
We all know a person like that, or we are probably that person.
Yeah.
When we see the escape room, when we seen all these little, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, that's fire. That's
the platform, scary. Squid Game.
Yeah. Oh man, they bringing it to life. Oh shit, we should try that shit, yo. Like, oh, it's all the way on this island, or you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, let's get the homies and let's do it, bro. It's so many niggas that would actually fall for this shit with the email that's sent to them telling them, hey, you not leaving this island alive.
Yeah, so spoiler alert, plot twist. It's been spoilers this whole pod, but the chef basically, everybody realizes. Oh wait, so before we get to that, let's explain course 3.
The mess.
Yeah, the mess. The mess.
So Julian pulls a chef literally from his kitchen.
Sous chef. He's a sous chef. I forget his name too, but he plays the sous chef. Let me see if I can actually get bro's name while we doing this.
So he pulls him out the
Dale. His name is Dale. No, not Dale. Jeremy. Dale is the cop that comes, the Coast Guard, but his name is Jeremy.
He pulls him out the bunch, and then he's like,
it's his meal. He tells him, no, this is Jeremy's meal.
Right. And
before they do this, it's set up, he does his clap thing, where when he claps, loud ass clap, it means, all right, next course is coming out. Attention, motherfuckers.
Like, literally, like, the chefs get up on some demonic possessed shit. Like,
cult-like shit, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck?
This is a great representation. Remember we discussed that show, The Bear? You know what I mean? This is just a continuation of that chef culture, that kitchen culture that really exists, bro. Like, that yes, chef, no chef. Like, that shit is real. Yeah. Like, for real. It just is an extension on that. So, my man, what's my man name? I just said this nigga name. Okay, Dale, not Dale, but the guy, the chef is. He lets him know, hey, he lets everybody know there, hey, this is his meal. He's gonna explain it to you. And so then he comes out. Before he comes out, they put down like this white tarp over the floor. They start decorating it with like different accoutrements and different shit on there.
Right.
And then
shit.
Yeah. And then this is what happens.
I forget what he said.
So basically how it comes out, and so now chef is out there, Julian is there with old boy, the sous chef, explaining to him, hey man, we do this for our living, but this is a thankless job. We love this. This is our passion, but we deal with nothing. When you get to this level of being a chef with the most extravagant types of customers, all of the customers that we serve are fucking super rich people. But it's thankless because these type of people are never pleased. You know what I mean? These type of people never are pleased because they have so much money, they're just looking for the next thing that they can buy. You know what I mean? They never get to a point where they're pleased.
And
so as an artist,
like it just in my head, it was like ding.
Same. Yeah, nigga, word. But within that, he explains this, and then while he's saying this, he's explaining it to old boy, the sous chef, like, yo, hey, blank, I forget my man's name. Jeremy. Hey, Jeremy, don't you want to be me? Don't you want to have my life? And Jeremy's like, no, I don't. Well, don't you wish you had my life? Like, not my money. Don't you wish you had my life? Like, don't you wish you were me? He's like, nah. And he's like, yeah, because I'm a chef and I'll never find happiness. I'm butchering it. I mean, this is just a Cliff Notes version, but he's like, yo, you'll never be me. You'll never find happiness. You'll never please the people that you're set out to please. Your job as a chef, you want to please people because you want them to understand the food that they're eating is amazing, but they also they're the ultimate judge of if it tastes good or not because they're eating it. So you're at their whim. Like, the customer is always right. That is the number one thing as a chef. So he's telling Jeremy all of this. Regardless of what you think you did the best, how
you literally are fucking like possessed. You are a fucking robot. Like you are, you know what I'm saying?
Your happiness and your job is dependent upon somebody else's opinion of your work.
There you go.
Your art, your creativity. And at this level of culinary arts, it's an art. These niggas are, like I said, their first meal was called the Island. They had a volcano. They using tweezers to put shit in the correct place, bro. Like, it's precise. So all of this, he tells this, and Jeff is like, no, yeah, I want to do this. And then my man Julian is like, we present you course 3, the mess. And this nigga Julian pulls out a motherfucking revolver. Bow, shoots himself in the head, nigga, and bloop, bloop, bloop.
But first, before he even lifts up the gun, you could see his tears coming out his eyes.
Crying, he's
because all right. Like when I watch shit, man, I'm very analytical, bro. And I go back, 2-3 times to see, catch certain shit. But when I seen those little things, I was like, dude, what, he about to kill himself?
He's tearing up.
He about to kill himself. Like, they got tarp on the floor.
Tarp on the floor.
Boy picks up the gun with, like, out even a blink and blows his shit out.
Blah. Puts it in his mouth. Bow.
And then whole curtain. They had the whole curtain.
Oh yeah, they
separated from the kitchen.
So yeah, that's a good point to mention. So the tarp, when he falls down, he falls down in a specific spot, and his body, in relation to everything that they set up, was the meal. It's perfectly symmetrical, perfectly to where it's like it was a design, bro. It looked like artwork. His body with his fucking brains falling out, blood. It was sick and twisted, but it was beautiful, bro. Like, it was art.
It was beautiful, art, bro. It was beautiful. And what was more beautiful, like I said, let's go back to Tyler.
Creepy nigga, bro.
If you pay attention, the camera comes back to Tyler, and Tyler is literally just chilling, like he's eating
regular. Like, oh shit,
this is a show. Like, what
this
the
is popping?
Amazing.
And listen, man,
bruh. I'm telling you, we all know somebody like this, man. I'm telling you, so many people would die in this fucking restaurant, bro. So many people, bro.
Tyler is there just living his best life, having the best. And his whole thing, so let's fast forward a little bit, of course. So then we see Margot. She figures out what's going on. She tries to escape. Anybody that tries to leave after all of this negative shit goes down, also all of this blood, this death,
you have nowhere to go.
You have nowhere to go. They got bodyguards there at the door. They got this hostess that's like a ninja. They would let you
leave, though. Even, I believe they, if you wanted to leave after a certain point, you could, but there was no way for you to go.
Because you came on the ship. So let's just put a button on it. Let's just get to the metaphor of ultimately what the movie was. Because, we've been going for a while. But this is what I think. I think this movie was the perfect, and I say perfect, I don't mean it just using the word perfect. I mean it within the definition of that shit. Perfect metaphor for, okay, but before we get to that point. So fast forward, a lot of other people gets injured, death, all of this shit happens. Mad funny shit start happening where homie is like, all right, all the men here, you guys have the opportunity to leave. You just got to run. We're going to give you a 45-second head start, and then everybody's going to come get you.
Right.
Let's see if you can get away. So it's humor within that, but the ultimate thing comes down to where at the end of the movie, Margot, the escort, who is there with, Tyler, turns out there's another husband there, older dude that she knows. The wife finds out is another course that comes out where it's like pancakes. They make pancakes, but on these pancakes are like the reason why you're here.
Basically.
Your life, all the fucked up shit that you might have did to get to this point, to get to this rich point in your life. It sums up on this pancake. So the group of friends that are in 3, these niggas are doing like fucking bank fraud. So they show like their bank statements on this pancake. It shows this older dude cheating on his wife that he's there with Margot. Like they know each other.
Oh my God.
So many connectors, bro. It's crazy. But fast forward, Margot, she understands throughout the entire thing that happens. She's dealing with the chef. They have a relationship in terms of they speak a lot within the movie. And he tells her, hey, man, no, she realizes at the end of the day, this whole shit started because he's a chef. He had a thankless job and he wasn't appreciated for the amazing shit that he was able to create. She understood that. And at the end, she simply asked him like, hey, can you make me a cheeseburger?
Right.
Can you make me a cheeseburger? And he's, after all of this shit, after the death, the destruction, all of the crazy shit that goes down, she She asked him for a cheeseburger.
Yeah, but she didn't. Before you even got to the cheeseburger, she stopped. She clapped.
Oh,
she
yeah.
clapped the
To get
same
their
way
attention.
he did, and they all literally paid the fuck attention.
Yeah. Even him.
Yes.
It was like the, what do they call that shit in psychology when, like, you ring the bell and the dog knows? Pavlov's law? Something like that. When they know when you ring a bell, the dog knows to go eat food.
Right.
Whatever that shit is called, is that psychology with just species, beings on this planet. You have a cue, it cues you to do one thing. You know what I mean? It's a direct line to you do this thing is the ultimate reaction.
Right.
Cause and effect type shit.
Right. So Julian instantly, they all paid it. You know,
everybody.
You know, so now she's like basically.
Look, my bad, but before you finish, even the motherfucking other people that are there, the customers now, they're so Stockholm syndromed up to where they've been there, they went through so many courses, seen death and destruction so much. They're now acquiesced. They're just following along with everything now. They're like, oh shit, clap. All right, let me be attention. Let me be attentive.
Yeah. So she basically said before she even asked for the cheeseburger, she's just like, "Yo, yeah, I'm not satisfied. Your food is shit.
Hey, this shit is ass." That was her thing the entire time. Yo, your food's ass, bro. This shit sucks. Yeah. Which as a chef,
not everybody fucking sucking up. You know what I'm saying? To some bullshit.
Just because it is
throwing on a plate.
Just because you're the chef.
Yes, or because I have a certain name. Or you know what I'm saying? Or it's because I exist under a certain brand or worked at a certain restaurant. Nigga, what?
And to him was the ultimate compliment. Because at the end of the day, he's a chef and he wants to satisfy his customer.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, she asked for a cheeseburger, which in the sense of that happening, it seems random and like, yo, all this death happened. Why the fuck? But she cracked the code. She cracked the motherfucking code. She realized through all of this shit that he created, ultimately he was saying everybody that's here is gonna die. This whole thing is set up for everybody here to die on some Jim Jones drink the Kool-Aid cult type shit. Yo, we all here just for everybody to die. The people that work here, you niggas, the staff, we all here to die, nigga.
Well, and he sent this nigga Tyler. Oh man, y'all gotta go check. Y'all gotta go check it out. This nigga Tyler's a dumbass, man. A lot of you niggas is dumbasses, man. Yeah. It's crazy. We just dumbasses in this.
Dumbasses. We just, and it's not even that we dumb. We dumb in terms of like the bigger picture. But if you don't know the bigger picture, you just think you're just living. You're just having fun. I like food. I like this. Ultimately, he makes the cheeseburger. She cracked the code and realized all he wanted to do was be a chef that satisfied his customers. She made the cheeseburger, and after he made this perfect cheeseburger. I ain't gonna front, boy. I wanted that shit. That shit looked fire.
Yeah. And remember, he offered some other shit.
Nigga offered dessert. He offered like a gift bag.
Nah. I just want a fucking cheeseburger.
And then after she got the cheeseburger, she was like, it's all right.
Word.
Within that, he got that pleasure that he was always seeking. Like,
yeah,
I just want a customer that likes my food or gives me feedback on what my food is. Within that context, he let her go, bro. She was the only person that got off the island because of that. She even tipped the nigga a little $10 bill. Here you go, my nigga.
The thing that occurred to me the most that I thought after that part, and I'm pretty sure whoever watches this, y'all gonna ask the same question. Why the fuck didn't the rest of y'all clap and say, yo, I want some fucking fries. I want regular fries, nigga. And a burger.
But, bro, it's perfect. This is why I look at this more, even as we've been podding. I got to this assumption as like what you were saying. That's the world, bro. A lot of the world just goes with the flow.
There you go.
You go with the flow. You don't know what to do.
After they really watch Shorty, she basically gave them the fucking key and walked out that shit.
Oh,
y'all watched her walk out. Y'all didn't think to do the same. Y'all literally sat there and waited.
They think, oh, that works for her. It won't work for me.
After he already told y'all y'all all dying and all, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
They
Yes.
accepted death. Everybody accepted their death at that point. They were
Yeah.
like, oh, damn. I guess I'm going to die. Spoiler alert, this is an amazing movie, man. And I forget who says this line, but I think it was my man Julian that said it as the chef. He goes, yo, you represent the ruin of my art and my life. Basically meaning like your critique on what I do for a living and my art, the thing that brings me the most love, your opinion on that is the representation of how I feel about myself at this point. And when you're artists, we're artists. Me, Drugs, Mars, we're all artists, bro, within our own right with all of the shit we do. This pod is art. We understand that shit to a T, bro, to where we got to the point where now we don't care about the haters that don't like our shit, but if it's that one person in our life that we really value and we even allow the space to show them our art, if they don't fuck with it, that shit hurts. That shit could ruin you if you let it. If you don't understand what's happening.
Yes, sir.
Shit was a brilliant motherfucking movie, man. We went on for a long time, but goddamn.
Yeah, man, but it's
Watch
definitely
that shit.
worth it. I promise y'all.
Watch that shit.
I don't stare niggas wrong, man.
And this was a drugs This was a drugs recommendation. I gotta say that for sure.
Hey, listen. I stand by any recommendation I put out there for the people.
This is episode 42. Everything you recommended on this pod, bro, we came back and discussed it in full length. It's been some fire. From that to the Last Man on the Earth with my man. What was that? You know the show on Amazon.
Oh, I love that show.
No, but probably like it's drugs recommendations, bro. Believe in them shits. Oh man.
Yeah, but definitely go check out the menu. It's brand new. Yeah, it definitely won't let you guys down. It's gonna leave your mind boggled a bit if you're kind of slow and stupid. But if like I said, it's kind of you'll catch on if you're paying attention. Don't be on your fucking phone.
Yeah, you can't be on your phone for that movie at all. You gotta be fully engaged.
Yeah, we left out a lot of good parts in that movie. Don't worry, we ain't give all the juice sauce. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, man. Hey, shout out to my nigga Julian Slowwork, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas a wild boy.
Thank you, Chef. Thanks, Chef. You're right, Chef.
Wild
Thanks.
boy.
You know what I mean?
And that's not how the movie ended.
At all. Like you said, we left mad shit out. We spoiled a lot, but we left enough in there for you to just go watch the movie and still be amazed.
Right.
Mad shit, man.
Yeah, but we gonna get into a lot more shit this year. This is only the beginning. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who is tuning in for the first time. For the ones who already been here on this train, riding with the homies, riding through these neighborhoods, these cities. You know what I mean? Hey, man, it's a lot more to come, man. 2023, cracking the 80's, baby.
Crack. All right. We could probably just finish off this week. We was heavy on the movie and TV stuff this week, y'all. A lot of recommendations for y'all to go check out. Definitely go check them shits out, though. And in the comments, you know what I mean? Let us know what y'all think about them shits, man. For sure, The Menu. Definitely a big movie for y'all to check out, The Menu. Check out Barbarian, too. That shit is dope, man. Check that out. Check out Kaleidoscope on Netflix, the series, if you got the time, you know what I mean? Check that out. Wednesday Season 2 was coming back. They renewed it. You know what I mean? We knew that was happening. All the love Jenna Ortega is getting right now. And BMF Season 2 is back. 50, Lil Meech, you know what I mean? That shit is back. Go ahead and check them shits out, man. We that's our this week's recommendation. I mean, this episode's recommendation. But let's end out with these quick hits, man. These sports topics, bro. A lot of sports news this week. Not much news, but a lot of shit has transpired in this past week of sports. Just to start at the top, I did not win my fantasy my fantasy NFL fantasy finals. I came in second. It's all good though, because I wasn't even supposed to be there.
That
So I'm
nigga was
excited.
playing. Boy, I spoke to that nigga. He was like,
Yeah, that
nigga,
nigga.
I'm the champion, nigga. Fuck niggas. Fuck y'all niggas.
Shout out to my nigga Fari, man. That nigga. I mean, both of us got a nice little hefty payment, so fuck it, man. I ain't even tripping. Like I said, bro, I wasn't even supposed to be there, nigga. I was 7-7. I was in the middle part of the fucking league the entire season. Ain't
Yeah, you
no
definitely
reason why
played,
I was
bro.
supposed to be there, boy. So for me getting some bread after winning, I'm good. Shout out to my nigga Fari though for winning, but
Nigga
I mean,
pulled the
since we
Eli.
on the NFL, definitely pulled the Eli. But we on the NFL right now. This game is actually it's funny. This game, that Buffalo Bills game was the final game of the season that had implications on the finals. Not ours because he was already beating me by a lot, but I had old boy the receiver. I forget my man name. That's how you know I'm not really into football, but receiver Glenn something. I don't know my man name, but shout out to him because he's a good receiver on the Buffalo Bills. But we did have that wild ass Damar Hamlin situation. That shit was insane, man. Get well to that brother. Apparently, at this point, you know what I mean. If y'all don't know, he suffered cardiac arrest. He had a heart attack on the field after getting hit.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
Niggas had to administer CPR to my man on the field. They said his heart stopped twice, and
Bro, that
at this
shit
point,
had me tearing up. I ain't gonna lie.
to this point, I still haven't even seen it, bro. I don't want to. Like the tour shit at the beginning of the season was enough for me, bro. We discussed that on the pod. Once I seen that, I was like, yeah, I'm done with football. Like watching it, I'll participate in fantasy and all that, but I ain't watching this shit, bro. This shit is a
Bro, that shit
wild
is,
sport.
yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
And for them to be considering whether they start the game or not after that shit is even more wild. Like,
Nah, man. End that shit, dog. The fuck is
and
y'all?
that shit, man.
That's game
To
over, man.
if the coaches had to make the decision of like, yeah, nah, no, nigga, the game is done, game over, bro. Like that's it. But get well to that brother. At this point in the story, he's breathing on his own. He doesn't have tubes in him anymore, so it's hoping for the best in that situation. But get well to that brother. NFL playoffs is rapidly approaching. You know what I mean? I think we got 2 more weeks or 1 more week left. So we gonna see. We gonna see what this
Our
transpires.
Nets, man. Oh man, the fucking Bulls
NBA.
killed our streak.
Before I cut y'all niggas off, I want to give a little rest in peace shout out to my son Uche. From the Jaguars. One of the linebackers passed away. He went into cardiac arrest. I don't know if you niggas seen that shit, but
Damn.
yeah, this happened. This happened like the same day with son on the field on the Bills. He was a pro Snyder head to the fullest. I've been in a few chats with him on Silverstream. Die hard Snyder fan, my niggas. Like die hard Snyder fan, bro. He even Zach knew him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He he donated to
offensive line Uche Nwaneri.
yeah, I didn't want to butcher his last name, so I just gave his first name. But
Yeah.
yeah, he
I apologize.
donated a lot to suicide prevention and shit like that. He was gang. He was definitely gang.
38.
Yeah, he
38
was
years old.
definitely gang. Definitely gang. He hated James Gunn just like we all do. You know what I'm saying?
So that
You
means
know,
he was definitely a listener of the pod, probably.
it probably was, but he, like I said, man, just,
All
damn,
right,
shit is
yeah.
so fucked up,
R.I.P. to
man.
that brother though. Like, especially because it's like football related. You know what I mean? Like, we can't confirm right now, but I mean heart failure at 38. I don't want to speculate, but that's like some football shit, bro. Like, or maybe I'm jumping the gun. Maybe because I mean it. I did hear about a story of Arian Foster. I listened to his podcast. He did say he I forget the actual condition that is called, but he has something that his heartbeat at certain moments it skips beats and it has irregular like pumps. So if that happens while you're playing this sport, it just puts you in a higher position and higher likelihood to have a cardiac arrest or have heart problems, but overall, this is an unfortunate situation, man. RIP to both of those. Well, RIP to that brother, man. And hopefully DeMar Hamlin has a full recovery. The NFL is the reason why I don't really watch football no more. And I ain't even on no like moral high ground ethical shit. It's just, for one, it ain't that entertaining to watch for me, but with all the other shit behind the scenes and knowing how the league functions, it's like, I'm okay if I miss a lot of this shit. I can watch the highlights. NBA. Motherfucking NBA, man. I gotta actually give an apology as well, this pod. It wasn't something that I said on air, but I want to make sure if I say some shit about somebody, whether they know about it or not, or whether it's known, I want to make sure I do right about that. Donovan Mitchell, I want to apologize to you, bro. Maybe about 1 or 2 days before you scored 71 points, bro, I said you were overrated. And I want to apologize for that, my boy. You are the man. Let's just start with that. You just had 71 points, along with motherfucking 8 boards and 11 assists. So niggas can't say you was chucking because you had a double-double with assists, boy. So, hey, shout out to that man. That nigga was balling. And you know, drugs, you know they drug tested that nigga the next morning?
I'm not surprised. I wonder if they drug tested Luka.
Nope. I want to let you know they did not. It's America, bro.
Not like Luka gonna get on social media and be like, "Hey, they drug test me." But that would be, a coinkydink, right?
It'll be a coinkydink, man. But Donovan Mitchell, I apologize, bro. Klay Thompson, I apologize to you too, bro. I thought you was washed up. You dropped 54 on niggas the other day. This last week, niggas has just been dropping career high. Giannis dropped a career high 55.
Hey, shout out to them niggas, man. But my niggas over here, we been doing that, man. Give KD that trophy, man. He's MVP. I don't care what nobody says. He's been consistently smoking niggas. Consistently.
Under the radar, too.
Like, with ease. Efficiently.
Yeah.
Probably missing maybe 4 to 5. At most, he probably missed 6 shots.
When you think about
too much. Yeah. I don't think he missing 6 shots. I haven't seen him. Like, bro, that dude is mad efficient, bro. He picks his spots and he gets there, bro. It's almost like he don't see who else is on the court.
He's Tim Duncan with a mid-range. And what I mean by that, Tim Duncan was the number one nigga where his scoring was down to a science. Like you said, KD picks his spot. Tim Duncan was the same way in the post. KD is doing that shit on every spot on the fucking court.
Bro, KD is hey man, don't let me get into my my fan. KD is the greatest basketball player of all time, my nigga. Like, there's no way around that shit, bro. Like, the nigga is the most perfect build of a basketball player that there is.
Nigga game is like Dirk, but like AI, but like also a nigga with he's a different type of nigga. I remember.
Listen, man. If you go on YouTube, there's an interview. I forget who Kobe talking to. Kobe literally says Kevin Durant is the only guy I never got the chance to figure out before I retired.
Damn.
He's the only guy who literally
high praise.
He changed up. He progressed so much every time that he didn't know how to guard him. He didn't know when to pick him up here, when to cut him off here, or you know what I'm saying? The guy, you know what I'm saying? He said when he first came in the league, he was like, it was easy. He was like, he forced him to his left. He go to his left, he weak on that side, and he got to pull up on all different type of all the basketball words he was using and shit like that.
Yeah.
Kobe, peace, man. R.I.P. Kobe, man.
R.I.P. Kobe, but I still can't believe bro is gone, bro. And R.I.P. Gigi too, man.
Oh man, yeah.
KD is one of them niggas. You know when you go to the NBA, they say, "Oh, he's skinny right now. He has his college body. He got to put on some weight." KD is one of them niggas that never put on weight, and niggas it didn't mind. It didn't matter. He was still busting your ass.
My nigga, pause. That nigga, hey, listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Kevin Durant, man.
Different beasts. That same, know what I mean? Kyrie catching putbacks and shit. I ain't never seen Kyrie put a putback dunk. Nigga banged it on a nigga on a putback.
Bro, Kyrie is playing consistent as well, man. Shout out to Kyrie. I'm proud of boy, man.
I seen my nigga Kyrie at somebody crib having dinner with them niggas. Random, like Hispanic family. Nigga just in their crib chilling. Like,
I think
that's the type of nigga he is.
I think ultimately I'm happy and I'm finally grateful. I've been a fan of the Nets for a minute, like shit, basically since I
Jason
started
Kidd
watching this.
niggas. Word, Jason Kidd days. I remember.
So, it feels good to see, you know, kind of the team kind of just get back to,
Competitive.
find
They're a
some
competitive
sort of,
team.
yeah, some sort of nature where it's like,
It's
all right,
competitive.
right. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
fun
It's
to
not
watch
just a
them
bunch of
niggas.
niggas thrown together like the Deron Williams with the KG era. You know what I'm saying? That era was the most confusing era for me. Don't get me wrong. D. Will was my nigga. Joe Johnson, one of my favorite players of all time. Like, it's nasty. But
It's
it was
easy.
stupid, bro.
That era was clearly why they ended up in the funk that they did. They got
Yeah.
Paul Pierce and KG, and the picks they gave up got the Celtics, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So it's clear to say that era of that trade was so fucking detrimental to that team's future that it caused them those years of being ass until they got the D'Angelo Russell years where they had that one playoff run and then out of nowhere they broke that team up. But luckily, like you said, they were able to come back. And now it seems like if they keep any remnants of this team together, KD, Kyrie, Nick Claxton, some of them role players, Royce O'Neal, Seth Curry,
Shit, even Ben Simmons.
Watanabe.
I fuck with Ben.
Yeah, Ben, if they keep that core, they should be in because they at an age where them niggas is young enough to have a nice another 4 or 5 year run.
Nah, for
As a
sure.
team.
For
They
sure.
should be at the top of the East and
KD,
competitors.
if you watch KD now, he plays so intelligent and so smart, to where he knows his body, he knows himself. He doesn't try to do anything outside of what he can do or what he knows himself to do at a very high and effective level. So, he's not really one of them guys like a John Moran or like a Westbrook that's kind of going to crash in the paint, or take, certain
Calculated
chances.
with his shit.
Right.
Them
So
niggas
I
is
think it's
standing second
beautiful.
in the East right now. Second in the East behind the Celtics, half of a
Yes,
game
sir.
back.
Fuck the Celtics. Fuck the Celtics. Niggas ass.
The Nuggets, man, I'm not a Nuggets fan anymore. I don't really have an NBA team. I just root for the Knicks just for New York. But I was once a Nuggets fan. This was prior to the This was
Yeah, me
before the
too.
Jokic. This is before the Jokic era.
The Ty
Jokic is
Lawson
my
era.
nigga though. The Ty Lawson era, the Andre Miller. You know what I mean? That was my era. Nene and shit.
Even Melo and Iverson. That was actually why I was a fan.
Melo, Iverson, J.R. Smith, nigga. Like those was my niggas. Anthony Carter. Like I knew the bench niggas. Eduardo Nahara. Like,
Nigga,
you know
I
what I mean?
was fighting niggas
That
like,
was my era.
saying, for Melo, bro. Like I was literally in the arguments at
Don't
school.
get me on the
Come
Melo,
on,
bro.
man. Come on now. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on now. Come
Yeah,
on now.
man.
Like
But
niggas don't get me into that, bro. Shout out
yeah,
to my
man.
nigga Jokic. I mentioned the Nuggets because I was trying to get to my nigga Jokic. He could finish this season averaging over 25 points with a triple double. I know Westbrook averaged triple doubles, but he ain't never did it like this though.
No, you cannot compare nobody to this man, bro.
And even if you try to, Russell Westbrook should, because he's a point guard. This nigga is a fucking center. Whether you want to say the center is a different position, like, you still over 7 foot tall, bro.
Yeah.
Don't matter. Like, you over 7 foot tall, he's not a small nigga. He's big. This is a big boy.
Also, I feel like if you're not a casual and you really like love the sport and down to the T, you would pay more attention to how these things are recorded, like how they perform these things, like
How he gets these
how
stats.
this 70-point game would happen. You know what I'm saying? Who was guarding them? What was the situation when Luka had 60, 20
Luka had 60.
baskets?
Luka had 60 on 68% from the field, bro.
Bro,
That's insane.
but who was guarding him? First off, he did that on the Knicks.
On the Knicks.
Right? I mean, who's the Knicks' best defenders?
I know RJ Barrett is one of them, and he wasn't there. And he's not a great defender, but he's one of their best.
Okay, give me the next one. Who the next one?
I don't know the next one, my boy. I don't know the first one.
Give me the one that you gonna throw on Luka if you playing Luka.
On the Knicks?
Yeah.
Nobody, nigga. Jalen Brunson, man?
Jalen Brunson, he didn't play.
Who else? Who they got?
And why the hell would you throw Jalen Brunson on Luka and they played against each other in practice every day? Luka was the starter.
That's why, because he might know him.
He won out the bunch. I don't think you want to see this man guard this nigga on the in the starting lineup. Like, no. What? He would embarrass that little guy.
Like I said, he won that battle, bro.
Shout out to Jalen Brunson, though. He
he had a career high recently, too. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And Zion got hurt.
They jinxed my boy, man. What the?
Right now they third in the West, but
He coming back, man.
They got a CJ, Brandon, them niggas, Jose. Shout out to Brooklyn. Y'all niggas got to step it up while he's gone, bro. If y'all want to keep up in that top 3 position, I didn't think they were going to stay at 1 or 2, but they can make out that top 5. If they, you know what I mean, from not making the playoff, well, from being in the play-in game and getting to the top 3, it means something. So we're gonna see, man. But I'm interested to see how this season turns out. You know what I'm saying? LeBron still wilding. Happy birthday to LeBron. He had his 38th birthday. I don't know if we talked about this last pod, but that nigga dropped 47 on his 38th birthday and then went home and played some Madden. You know what I mean? Regular shit.
Like a king, man. Like a king, man.
But before we get out of here, man, I hated that we waited to this long in the pod, but R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo. Memphis legend, 3-6 Mafia legend.
3-6.
She gotta be from Memphis. Tell her she. Oasis 3-6. Shout out to Memphis, man. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to 3-6. Hope y'all doing well. Juicy J, DJ Paul. Juicy J, DJ Paul, Crunchy Black, every affiliate. Hope y'all. I mean, hope everything cool with y'all.
All of y'all heads, man.
Another RIP to Ken Block, bro. X Games legend, motherfucking driving legend. I mean, American Rock. He was a rally driver.
Right. Yeah.
That nigga was literally the man. He was the best at that shit. He was the guy that I knew Monster for. When I knew about Monster Energy, it was because him. They existed before that, but he was a motherfucking the sponsor for that shit. And he was X Games, but it wasn't like skateboarding, snowboarding X Games. This nigga was driving, killing niggas, killing shit. So, all right.
Man, R.I.P., man.
R.I.P. to that, brother, man.
And speaking of that, not to cut you off, speaking of X Games.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was going, bro. Go ahead.
That's definitely coming up this month.
January 27th in Aspen.
Right. The weekend of the 27th. Man, hey, look forward to that. My TV will be on bright and early watching. It's a couple of the games I don't really be caring for, but I'ma still have the TV on because I just fucked with like the whole
the half pipe. I'm gonna be watching the half pipe. Pause. The snowboarding half pipe.
It's a fact.
Yeah. So shout out to them. RIP to those brothers. They family.
Yes, sir.
But this is the perfect time for Mars to get us up out of here, man.
Hold on, gangsters. Hold on. My phone's fucking dying.
Oh, damn. So we can fix all this. I won't even trip.
All right, niggas. It's that time of the motherfucking hour where you motherfuckers get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Or you single women. You know what I'm saying? Nap time's over. Wake your little nigga up. Let that little nigga run around the house. You know what I'm saying?
You
All
gave
my
y'all
niggas.
niggas a long episode too. If that nigga was napping this whole time, his night is fucked up, and that means your night is fucked up. You will
That
be
means
up.
you're fucked, big booty guy.
You will
know what I'm
be up
saying?
tonight. Go ahead and
You know,
cancel
I'm
those
not
plans.
coming over. I'm not coming over. You know what I'm saying? That little nigga
let that
wildin'.
nigga-
I'm good.
Let that nigga know that tonight is not the night that you guys will be linking up. Let him know.
Just let
Maybe
him know.
tomorrow.
Let him know. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But
not tonight, nigga.
Not tonight, motherfucker. But yeah, you know, it's that hour. Get the fuck up out of here. Go clear your samples. You know what I'm saying? Actually, get the fuck up out of here before we blow at you bitch ass niggas. We told y'all niggas the last episode we taking shit personal. You know what I'm saying? It's our Jordan year. You know what I'm saying? So, get the fuck up out of here for niggas back you down. You know what I'm saying? Rob you for everything you got, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You don't want that. You know what I mean? Or you hating ass niggas and bitches burning hell. You know what I'm saying? No more respect.
Hating ass niggas, we love you. You know why? Because we couldn't do this without you, man. Like
we really couldn't.
We wouldn't be able to do this without you hating ass motherfuckers.
Or you bird ass bitches. Or you bird ass niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You niggas is corny out here. You know what I mean?
Real corny. Real corny.
But niggas is ass. Your music is ass.
Yo, that's a crazy way to think of nigga. Yo, y'all niggas really corny out here. Son.
I appreciate it though. Your corniness is why you being corny and hating on niggas is why we succeeding, man. Go ahead and put that trash music out, bro. Go ahead.
Do your thing, homie. Do your thing, homie. Do your thing, homie. But all right, niggas, go clear them samples, man. It's cracking the motherfucking 80s, B.
Crack.
Crack. Crack. Crack.